Hey everyone, it's Mike here. This is my first video on this channel, and it's one I've been thinking about for a while now. Just kind of a room tour, which I know is super original on YouTube. But one of the things that I've found over the last probably year since my wife and I moved into our new house, was I've been looking for inspiration, specifically Marvel inspiration on how I wanted to decorate my room. And as you can kind of see in my background, I've decorated with a lot of Marvel stuff. I call it my Marvel Man Cave, hence the channel name and where you can find me on Instagram. But one of the challenges that I've found when I'm kind of looking for inspiration is I don't see a ton of videos like that on YouTube. I see tons and tons of Star Wars stuff, and you got to be careful on YouTube because as soon as you click one, that's all they end up feeding you from there on out. So I get tons and tons of Star Wars room tours and Star Wars builds and stuff like that. But I don't see a ton of Marvel stuff. Usually it's like the Marvel Legends stuff, which I watch a ton of, but I don't collect a ton of Marvel Legends and things like that. So I'm looking for kind of inspiration. I guess it would be along the Star Wars stuff, like stuff I can build, stuff you can add to the room, decoration ideas and stuff like that. So I take a lot of inspiration from other channels, but I really wanted to do something, one, to maybe there's other people out there like me that are like, I love Marvel, I love decorating my room, I love building stuff, and looking for inspiration as I was. And two, a chunk of it was I wanted to document the progress in this room since I moved in. Man, it's been almost 2 years. In April, it would be 2 years ago that I moved in here. Obviously, this was a big tan room when we first moved in that I documented a little bit on Instagram when we first started. But I was thinking about it the other day that this room has undergone a lot of changes. Even in the past year, it's undergone a lot of changes because I've painted walls, I've done different things. You can see the wall beside me here. That's recent in the past 6 months. So I've done a lot, and I didn't really do a good job of documenting it. So I really wanted to kind of do that documentation. So, when I look back in a year or two, it's one of those things like, wow, that room, like I forgot it used to look like that, and I forgot I had that there and things like that. So I thought it'd be fun for me to do this as kind of a documentation, and hopefully fun for you to watch, to get some inspiration on different things, to kind of find out what other people are doing with their Marvel rooms and things like that, and kind of show off some of my collection. I'm pretty proud of my collection. I enjoy it. I enjoy just kind of sitting down here and looking at it. Sometimes I just kind of catch myself looking at it. It's my movie theater room slash home office. So it's a little bit of everything. It's where my cat stays and sleeps. So this room covers a lot of bases. So you'll see a lot of different things here, but I figured hopefully you guys get something out of it and hopefully you enjoy it. So might as well go ahead and get started. So when you first come down our basement, which is right there, as you can see, we have some friends on the stairs. I got this curtain, or actually my wife bought me this shower curtain that just kind of sat for a while. I didn't know what to do with. And then I remembered in my old house, I used to have these curtain, I guess you call them rods. They're from IKEA to get there to kind of stretch it across because the wall is uneven, so it would have been harder to put like a regular bar. It would have been on the inside. And as you see, I have a cat, so we try to keep her kind of in this area because my wife's allergic, so we want to make sure the cat doesn't get out. I could do a little bit better job in a couple places, like you can kind of see up here. I kind of haphazardly did it when I first put it up, but this is kind of the view when you first come down. It's not soundproofing or anything like that, but just kind of adds a little layer of privacy to the room when you come down. This is the light switch that I use. It's an Aqara light switch to control the can lights in the room. And so when you first come down, this is kind of the first view. It's my dog, Ellie. You can see we have the gate up to kind of keep the cat in. So when you first walk in, I have this closet right to the right, which I have turned into a pin board. I was actually pretty happy with this. Came out really well. It's probably not done because, as any collector knows, you're never really done. But I have it set up so whenever I open the door, which is just a closet and it's a mess, you can kind of see they separate. But then when it closes, it forms a fairly tight seal. And I did the hexagons. I went with the MCU version of traveling through space, so I thought the hexagons kind of fit in pretty well. So I'm really happy with this wall. I actually put these together. If you want a longer video on these, I put these on foam core. So, and then that's on the wall with 3M strips, so I could easily remove them, move them around. But then that's just the way I have to do them all, so they get even. And then as you kind of, on the other side of the wall is my comic book collection. Well, not all of it, just some of the ones that I have gotten slabbed over the years. You can kind of see them. Not all these, like I don't get them all slabbed just because I think they're going to be valuable one day. I really just want to preserve them. Ones like this Captain America No More is one that I had. Didn't get a high grade. Honestly, don't care. I'm never getting rid of it. I'm probably never getting rid of any of these. But I just wanted something because I'm a huge Captain America fan. So you can kind of see I have the Captain America No More. And then U.S. Agent appearance and Captain America versus, well, Captain America, but U.S. Agent. And then another Captain America one and the Amazing Spider-Man. I love Cap, love Spider-Man. Interesting enough, this was actually the comic that really got me to really fall in love with comics when I was in middle school. I had a friend and he showed me this comic, and it's kind of made me fall in love with Todd McFarlane. So I've had that one for a number of years. It's moved a lot with me. I'm shocked it got a 9.8 because it has been in binders. I can't say I probably took the best care of it. Obviously, I did a pretty good job, but I can do a longer video on the comics, but I just kind of wanted to get through the room in general. And then, so some of the shelves, Ellie's going to make an appearance. So I have a villain shelf. I collect a lot of Funkos, as you'll see, but I have kind of a villain shelf here. And then at the bottom, honestly, it's some of my chases that I really don't know what to do with. And then it's some of the ones that have exclusive stickers. This is some stuff that I'm just they're out as a reminder to do something with. I have my Venom shelf here. I got this Venom with Spider-Man 2, the game. I love that piece. I love the winged Venom. It's one of my favorites that I have. And then at the bottom here, I have the Venomized Magneto and Venomized Ghost Rider, which I absolutely love. But this guy, the Venom, basically with the, I think it was I can't remember from what was the King in Black series, but I think it was Mjolnir and the Surfer's Board combined. If I'm wrong, someone will let me know. But that's just such a cool piece. And then I love the Winged Venom so much I even have another one. Kind of continuing along, I have my Wolverine shelf. So I have kind of a combination of a couple statues, a little die-cast car, Funkos, little Lego version of Wolverine there. And then a 3D printed sign that's kind of in the back that I got from somewhere on Etsy. If I can remember where I got it from, I'll link it below. But it was during the pandemic. I had a bunch of 3D stuff printed because I really wanted something for my displays. Kind of the same with that Fantastic Four sign, but I'm a huge Fantastic Four fan. So I have all the ones. These were all the Venomized ones from GameStop. I got lucky because they're not listed as chases, but I believe the Invisible Woman, Human Torch, and Thing are all we'll say not common because they don't have chase stickers on them. And then that's the rest of the Fantastic Four. And then I have some of the ones that are in the box here. Then kind of continue along. This is kind of my office section of the room. So I have all these posters. They're all signed. So I have two Swing Venom by Ryan Stegman and Donny Cates. And then last year, my wife and I went to New York Comic Con. I got this one because I love this Dark Ages comic. So I bought that and had Ryan Stegman autograph it. Had the chance to meet Dan Slott at New York Comic Con, and him and Humberto Ramos were doing a signing, so I had them sign my Spider-Boy poster. And then I actually ended up buying a Spider-Man by Ramos while I was there as well, and got him to sign the Spider-Man comic with the first appearance of Spider-Boy. And then this is one that I got from Marvel Insider. It was like you entered and they sent you a random poster. So obviously Deadpool and Cable, Wolverine. I pretty sure that's a Rob Liefeld signing from what I could tell. They don't tell you when you get it, so I'm not 100% sure. But when I looked online, looked up autographs, I think that is Rob Liefeld. And then this is my desk. Excuse the mess. I leave stuff out as kind of a reminder that I need to do stuff. So that is something that needs to get mailed out. So it's my screensaver on my desk I found online. Just wanted something to kind of go with the Iron Man Marvel theme. My challenge coins, there's a mix of, like, I have my Avengers endgame coin, but then other places that I've been and been with my wife, and then some anniversary stuff from my wife, her garter from our wedding, and a sign that has a special meaning for me from my dad, and then of course some Avengers themed stuff. So that side of the wall is mostly like more family oriented stuff. And then I have some pictures of my family and some Funkos up top. And then this side of my desk is some Diecast vehicles that I've gotten from Disney and Avengers Campus over the time. My Mega Emojis from 100% Soft of Moon Knight and Kevin. I absolutely love that Kevin. If I could buy more, I would, because I have friends that ask me about it all the time. And then this is actually a 3D printed piece. This is my Apple Pencil, but I found someone online that was showing the head of Mjolnir, so you could basically make it a pencil holder. I absolutely love it. And then this more of my desk stuff. Nothing too fancy here. Kind of a normal desk setup. I know it's probably traditional Alex drawers with the stands, but one thing I'm really happy with is I actually was, after I got a 3D printer, this was actually the first thing I 3D printed, were these desk risers. I was inspired by someone off Etsy, but they didn't have any Marvel themed ones. So I was actually able to create these in 3D Fusion and just made them as my desk risers. So I have 4. I didn't bother to print plain ones for the back, but I have those as my desk risers, so I absolutely love those. I thought about painting the Avengers A on the inside, but opted not to, because I just kind of like them the way they are, a little bit understated. You kind of have to look to know. And then kind of continuing on, this is my Avengers Endgame section right here. I obviously have the both gauntlets. I would say Endgame, but it's probably more like the Infinity Saga, because once Amazon came out with the Civil War Pops, I opted to put them here. I put I made this shelf and then put some of my favorite and stickered Pops in there. And then I don't have every Pop from Endgame, but I have the ones I want, so I'm pretty happy with it. And then this shelf is a mess. I kind of tend to, as I mentioned before, I tend to leave stuff in shambles because it'll bug me often enough to eventually do something with it. So this one's a mess. I moved my Black Panther stuff recently over to here, and I literally, you can see, I just kind of threw them down. So it's just my reminder to do something with it. I am pretty happy with the Falcon and Winter Soldier shelf as well. I got the book from Winter Soldier off of Etsy, I believe. I'm sure it came from China. My Captain Carter shelf, along with Captain Marvel, because I was like, well, I don't have enough stuff to really fill up the shelf with Captain Carter, so I'll throw another Captain in there. Just kind of some random Pops that I have for right now. Something I want to do with my X-Men. I just kind of started messing around with this the other day, but I'm not 100% sure what I want to do. This whole shelf is just kind of a work in progress. And then I have the Dragonflyer from Black Panther, Lego Avengers Quinjet with the case from Wicked Brick, and then I have the small Avengers Tower. Part of me would like to get the larger one, but I don't have any space for it, so I don't know what I'm going to do there. All right, so kind of turning around to face the opposite wall. Guess I should point out, this is my bathroom that we have downstairs, but I have this painting that I found over the pandemic. Honestly, it just makes me smile and laugh every single time that I see it. So it is kind of a must have. It was on my bathroom at our old place, and then up here now. Just kind of makes me laugh every time. And then kind of going on, this is a lot of Marvel, obviously mostly from the Infinity Saga, give or take, but just kind of stuff I've collected over the last few years. Ignore the stuff underneath. That's my cat toys and cat scratcher and stuff like that. But kind of starting over here, we have the TVA time stick, and then I have the Moon Knight crescent dart with the scarab up here. These are just on there with 3M tape. I think they're magnetic, but I just put them on with 3M tape. I kind of like the way they look. Then Loki's staff or scepter from the first Avengers movie. The Falcon and Winter Soldier shield. I really want to get the Winter Soldier shield, but I just haven't pulled the trigger on that one yet. I should have last Christmas when I could have got it relatively cheap, but I didn't. Mjolnir and Stormbreaker. This actually light is, I did this week, which is part of the inspiration between me doing this video was I realized like I'm not really documenting enough of what I do to the room because it's changed so drastically over the years that I really kind of want to remember what it looked like way back when one day. One of the Diamond Selects, this is from Thor, from obviously Infinity War, one of my favorite pieces. And then the, I think it was one of the first or early on Avengers connecting sets that they were doing on Amazon. So I love this piece. I put it on a little Lazy Susan to spin around. It needs a little dusting. And then just kind of threw the Loki with Scepter. I believe he's an Entertainment Earth exclusive. Threw him in the middle. Thought that looked pretty cool. My Spider-Man web shooters are sitting here because I don't know what to do with them right yet. But we're going to fix that here probably in the next couple months. And then my Gladiator Thor, which maybe one of my favorite things that I have in this room. I just love the Gladiator Thor. I think he's so cool. I love the design. And I love this piece. I think it's another Diamond Select piece. And then my Kallax unit that I kind of put some of the Infinity Stone paraphernalia in. So we got the Tesseract, and then I tried to put characters that are most closely associated with those items or those movies in here. The Ether, obviously with Thor. Time Stone with Doctor Strange. The Power Orb with Star-Lord. I've started to think they feel a little empty, so I might want to put some more stuff in there, but I'm pretty happy with them for right now. And then I actually put these acrylic pieces on them. I don't know if you can really see it in the thing, but then I have these 3D printed pieces that so I can pull them out and make it, but at least it helps prevent some of the dust from getting in there. And this is my other room where my 3D printer is, and I have some other stuff. I actually just recently painted this door. I do think I posted that on my Instagram channel where I tried to document some of what I was doing. This was inspired by some stuff at Avengers Campus. The sign actually is taken straight from Avengers Campus. My wife and I were in Paris last year, and on the Avengers Assemble ride, we were walking through. I saw these signs on doors that said employees only, and I was like, oh, that'd be cool. So I took some close-up pictures of them, and then I was able to find someone on Etsy that could recreate the 3D file for me, and then actually a different person was actually able to do the printing for me. So this is just up here with Velcro, so it can come on and off. But I absolutely love this piece. I have the 3D print and the file that I can, or the file, the STL file that I can edit if I ever wanted to change it. But I absolutely love that. Kind of swinging back over. I know I feel like I'm going through this kind of fast, but I know some of these videos kind of last an hour, but I wanted to be under 20 minutes on this one. I can do longer videos at different segments if you guys want. And then I have my Lego Guardian ship here. I don't put all the minifigs out with them. I just don't. I have a cat, so she tends to bat around little stuff, so I try to keep some of the small stuff that she can get to out of the way. This candle, and then most recent Lego set was the X-Men jet, and I put my Professor X Funko with them. And then my Captain America and Wolverine disc plates that I have up here. This space is allotted for the next one I get. I just don't know who the next one's going to be. Thinking it might be Venom because he's one of my favorite characters, but I haven't totally decided yet. And then I have my helmet collection. Obviously, you can see who I have. The Captain Marvel bucket is just there really as a placeholder. I really want a Captain America helmet to go in there. I also really want Wolverine. I want Daredevil. There's ones I want. I'm actually wondering if like this set of shelves is going to end up kind of being an extension of the helmets once I start to grow that collection a little bit more, because I really doubt Hasbro is going to be done with the Marvel helmets anytime soon. All right, so kind of continuing on, I have a lot of my Iron Man stuff up here. Just kind of not a random collection of stuff, mostly Funkos, because that's mostly what I collect, but just some of the other things that I have. Obviously, I got the big Iron Man. I really wish they would continue this set, the Hall of Armor one, because I thought that was pretty cool. I really like these pieces, but they haven't done any more. I mean, I have plenty of Iron Men, so I could do my own, but I just loved how they stacked together and everything. And then a couple of the other ones from the Collector's Core, Tales of Suspense, and then this guy's from Disneyland, from Avengers Campus in California. I got him, and I got the Spider-Man as well. My Hulkbuster, this guy's up here because his stand broke, and it broke off, so I didn't know what to do. I realized recently I could probably 3D print one, but I kind of like him up there. It kind of adds a little bit something for it. And then another Megamoji, another helmet. This helmet I got from Walgreens. Walgreens had a bunch of these at one point. And then some more Iron Man stuff. I was able to print this out. You can kind of see it's got the Iron Man head, and then I painted it gold. And then the inside, which I don't want to take off right now, the inside is red. Obviously Iron Man colors. Then my arc reactor that my sister-in-law got me for my birthday one year. And then the Entertainment Earth exclusive. Doesn't really light up with the lights on. You can't really see it, but this arc reactor lights up the Mark 50. Then there's some of my other ones. Moon Knight is here literally because I just have not taken the time to adjust my Moon Knight shelf to accommodate. I'm actually thinking I might move the Hulks to another section and create another Moon Knight shelf, because I want to print out a Khonshu. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. So he's here because I posed him the other day, and I was like, well, let me see if he stands for a while before I start putting him on other things. So he's just kind of chilling with the Hulk right now. And then there's my Moon Knight shelf. Moon Knight's one of my favorite characters. If you're not reading the Moon Knight comic, you're missing out. It is fantastic. Looks like Moon Knight got a little disorganized there. And then there's my Thor, some of my Thor collection here. Again, this is, I'm not sure if it's going to stay here, but I like this because that version of Mjolnir is actually what I was carrying with me when I proposed to my wife. We did it during a race in Disneyland. And I would say dressed as Thor, but as much as I get dressed up. But I was carrying that version of Mjolnir, so I keep that around as just kind of a nice reminder. And my Loki shelf with my Miss Minutes 3D print. I love all the different variants of Loki. And then Doctor Strange with the popcorn bucket from AMC. Super cool. It looks really nice lit up. I'll have to do a video one time with everything kind of lit up at night, because I think it looks pretty cool. And kind of continue on this, my TV, my Sonos Arc, stuff like that. My Xbox, which I bought a Venom skin for it a while ago. I have my Steelbook games up here, and then I have some other Steelbooks and some game stuff that I have kind of collected here as well. And then I have the two Marvel bookends. And then we'll just kind of go through some of these. My Spider-Man stuff. So, and this is a Spider-Man from Disneyland. Sorry about the glare. And then obviously another Spider-Man Funko, and then a couple other randoms, a soda, one of the Diecast ones. That's actually a backpack that I carry with me usually when we go to Disney. It's kind of my special treat. I don't use it that often, but it's a really nice backpack. Spider-Bot that my wife bought me literally as a surprise on one of our trips. This is a little disorganized because I don't want the car to be here like this, but I wanted to be able to see it because my wife just bought me this die-cast car. And then a couple other Spider-Man here. Spider-Man 3D light that I got for Christmas. One of the Disney Infinity ones. Stuff like that. A bust I got from Kokomo Toys in Indiana. And then some more of my Spider-Man. This one I need to do something with because it's a little sparse, and I'm kind of thinking about changing it. more Spider-Man Funkos. I try to collect the different suits as best I can. I collect the ones I like. And a few more, my Marvel Collector Core ones. And this is kind of the start of my Captain America collection. So I actually got the big shield in the back. We got that from Germany when we were there when my wife was doing a marathon. And then a couple of the shields, 2 ceramic shields that I got to give a shout out to my comic book store, Challengers Comics and Conversation in Chicago, Illinois. Those are blind boxes, but they opened them up and they circled which ones were in which box, so you could pick the shields that you want. I wanted the Winter Soldier shield, but that wasn't available, but I thought those 2 were cool, so I got those. The Megamoji 2 Disney Infinity ones, and then tried to do this as kind of like my first Avengers shelf, so I have kind of the early versions of Cap, along with this serum that turned him into Captain America. Another shelf of Cap. Another shelf of Cap, and then all the other caps that I currently have in stock right now. I say in stock as if I'm a store, but just kind of stock. You can kind of see the 3D lights. You can't see them when you're sitting on the couch at all. And in a lot of areas up here, I kind of hacked my IKEA shelves. I did some quarter round to kind of so I could put the lights behind here so you don't see them. I just didn't bother to do it down here because I can't see them, so I only did it on the upper shelves, because when I'm sitting on the couch that is over here, you can't see the lights. It bothered me to no end. I hate cables. I hate seeing lights, so it bugged me to no end that I could see the LEDs. So when I did this quarter round stuff, I actually put the lights kind of on this side so you can't see them, but it lights up the area really nice. And you can see the curtains continue the hexagon theme. And then this is the couch I sit in. It's got, obviously some Avengers stuff. It's a little messy because obviously the cat sleeps down here. This is her little tent area. She loves sleeping underneath that blanket, so that blanket's pretty much there all the time, kind of draped over so she can hide under it. But you can see I have some more of my Diz plates. I kind of switch those out. I move them around the room a little bit as I kind of go, depending on how I feel. And then these 2 are from Hobby Lobby that my wife had got me when she went. I asked her if they had any more because I started putting them up here like this, and I would like to have some of the other characters, so it's kind of reserved space whenever I get the chance to add to it, or I'll move them somewhere else and put something else up there. But I can't put nails in here because this is ductwork, so they're just up there with 3M tape. And then I just have some of my Xbox controllers that I have. The Guardian of the Galaxy popcorn bucket, which I took Rocket off of, so I could just use the box. And then I saved Rocket and I put him somewhere else as a display. Apple TV remote, some more Xbox controllers, Captain America pillow. Just kind of normal couch stuff. Nothing really that fancy to look at here. But yeah, I have some Marvel stuff in my other room. Where I have my 3D printer that I've been using a lot more since I got that in December. So yeah, this is my Marvel man cave. I really, like I said at the start, I really wanted to do this because when I do some searches online for Marvel man caves and stuff like that, I don't see a lot. I see tons and tons of Star Wars stuff, which does help inspire me on stuff I want to do. Actually, the walls, sorry about the movement here. The walls, the painted, the design, I kind of got that idea from some of the Star Wars videos I've seen, but then it was inspired by, again, the Avengers Assemble ride and Avengers Campus, so I got it in my head that I wanted to paint that kind of design on the wall. I thought some other things, like I thought I would do a 3D version of it where I might put some like wood or something there to kind of raise it off the wall, but I like this, and then I kind of achieved that effect with this kind of I guess it's molding. I can't remember exactly what it is, but I put this here to kind of give it the 3D effect, to kind of give it a little bit of depth. And I think I'm probably going to try to do that with that here, just give it a little bit of something. My plan is to kind of repeat this strip idea along that side, because right now, as you can see, I have these little lights that I got off Amazon. Sorry about the glare because I'm going right into a light. Got these off Amazon, but they eat batteries, and I don't like to use the lithium-ion batteries with them for that, so I want to do a light strip that I won't have to worry about batteries for, and then I can kind of control a little bit more as I go on. So yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. There's a ton of stuff in here that I really love, like these coasters we got from Disney World when we went. I actually loved them so much, I bought a set, and then I bought a second set of those, and then I 3D printed the stand and then painted it to kind of make them look like they belong. I built this stand that it's on because it was a weird space between my desk and the last shelf. So yeah, I'm doing more and more 3D printing. So I guess I kind of started. I really wanted to do this because I don't really see a ton of videos online that kind of are completely dedicated to Marvel. There is one person that I know, but he does his garage, and I feel like his stuff is so expensive because he drives a Lamborghini, and I can't remember his name now, but if you're a Marvel fan like me, you've probably come across him. But I'm like, I don't have Lamborghini kind of money, so I was like, what does someone do when they don't have that kind of money with a room? And I've put this together over years of just kind of collecting stuff, and then as any collector knows, I mean, it's never really done. This wall has undergone a lot of changes. This section has undergone a lot of changes. The helmets that are over here, I used to have them in here. Like, everything just changes so much as you kind of go along. I really expect this to change over the next year as well. Don't know how. I do know one of the things I want to do is I want to paint this wall so it's not the tan anymore. Might paint this door. The door is usually open because that's where my cat eats. So we leave that open most of the time. It's just closed for the purpose of the video because no one needs to see the bathroom. So yeah, that's the room. I really appreciate you guys. Anybody who's watched this, especially to this end, because I meant to do 20 minutes and we're pushing 30 here. We're well over 30 with the intro. But let me know if you want me to do any more videos. You have questions about any of the items here. I know when I watch a lot of these videos, I'm always wondering like where someone got something. So definitely feel free to ask in the comments if there's something you want to know where I got or what it is, or just anything. Love to hear from everybody. And you know, if there's anybody else that has kind of a Marvel man cave similar to this, I would really love to hear from you. I'd love to connect with other people, get inspiration, get ideas. So talk to you in the next one.